Hey everybody, this is Jim the Tabletop Engineer and welcome to a new playthrough. Today I'm playing Star Realms. I've been creating some custom boss cards and this is number 3 in a 3 series called the Nebula Mercs or Mercenaries. The first one was the Nebula Mercs Frigate. The second one was the Nebula Mercs Corvette, and today I'm fighting the Nebula Mercs Carrier. It starts with 40 health. And it starts with one explorer that it's already hijacked. Now, if I draw a blue card, the blue card will hijack another explorer and then do 4 damage per explorer. So the first time I draw blue, it'll do 8 damage. I can destroy explorers by dealing 3 damage to the enemy instead of the actual carrier. I've gone ahead and shuffled the deck as best I can. Let's go ahead and shuffle my deck and we'll get started. I start with 50 and the carrier starts with 40. Now I've played this 3 times now. I lost twice, beat it once, and each time I played, or at the end of every play, I tweaked it a little bit. I think I've got it. I think I've got it where I like it. We'll see how this playthrough goes. I'm going to draw 5 and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 purchase and 1 damage. So I will do 1 damage. You have to do the 3 damage all at once to destroy an explorer. It doesn't carry over. And that is that. And then lastly, I got 4 spend. I could buy that one, that one, that one, that one. Let's buy... You may acquire a ship at a cost of 4 less for free and put it on top of your deck. And it also does 4 damage if I draw another blue. Let's go ahead and let's buy this one. And I'll try to get that one on the next draw. We'll see. I should, because I should have 4 purchase and 1 more damage in this draw. All right, so after you play, you discard, you scrap the last card. Everything shifts down and you reveal a card, and this is what will happen. And of course I draw a blue. So the blue is boss hijacks an explorer. Put it in the stack. So now it has 2 explorers and it does 4 damage per explorer. So it does 8 and I'm down to 42. All right, just like that. All right, my turn. There should be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So I've got 4 purchase again and 1 damage. So I'll go ahead and do the damage. When I start getting more damage, I'm going to have to start taking out some of those explorers in order to survive. And then with this 4, I either buy this one or I buy this one, which has it doesn't have shield, but it gives me 2 health or 2 money. But this one would do 4 damage. Let's go ahead and take this one. This one will get pushed down, and I may have a chance to buy this one again. All right, so that is all I can do. We refill this. This one gets scrapped. We ship everything down and we reveal. And another blue. Come on. So 8 damage. So I'm down to 34. I need some damage to start taking out these explorers. And, oh, by the way, it hijacked another one, which would have done another 8 damage. So another 8 or 4 would take me down to 30. Excuse me. I'm down to 30. All right. I need to shuffle my deck and then draw 5. And, yeah, I'm already under the gun here. I don't have any damage really to I haven't dealt enough damage to defeat any of these explorers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's see what we got. Well, we got 2 blues. Excellent. Okay, so with this 4, I will destroy one of the explorers. I get 4 coins, and it also says put the next ship you acquire on top of your deck. So the next ship I get, I can put it immediately on top. And I've got 4, 5, 6, 7 purchase. Ooh. Well, first off, we're going to get this one for 4. 1, 2. It'll go with these 2. With these. These are going to get discarded. You may acquire a ship of cost 4 or less for free and put it on top. I forgot to do that. And then this says, put the next ship you acquire on top of your deck, so they both say the same thing. One gives me 4 damage, one gives me 4 purchase, so that's pretty cool. These will go to discard, and that leaves me with, I spent 4, I've got 3 spend left. Now this one is a Merc Cruiser. It has no affiliation, but it does 5 damage. We will do that one for 3. And that is all I got. We refill this. I'll draw my 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This gets scrapped. Everything shifts, and we reveal. A green. Okay, the green. The boss hijacks the highest cost card from the market. 1, 4, 4, 2, 4. Your player chooses, if there's a tie, you choose. For each and does damage equal to 2 times the total cost, the hijacked card is scrapped. So what I definitely don't want to hijack a blue card, because those are the ones I'm trying to collect. So I could get rid of this one or this one, but they're both cost 4, so it's going to do 8 damage. So let's get rid of, we'll get rid of this one. Actually, no, we'll get rid of, let's get rid of this one. All right, and we refill it. And it is my turn, but it does 8 damage, so I'm down to 22. All right, what do I got? I've got 1 spin, 2, 3 spin, 6 spin, heal for 3, so I'm up to 25. And I did I only do 1 damage. Yeah, this one's not doing good. All right, that's gone, and I have 3, 4, 5, 6 spin. Let's see. I need some shield, but there's no shield out here. So 6 spin will get me this for 4, and that leaves me 2 spin. Do I want anything else? I'll get this one for 1. Oh, a 6 shield, but it costs 8. Oh well, my loss. And I have 1 left, and I can't buy anything, so that is my turn. All right, draw my 5. 1, 2, 3. So I'll have to shuffle. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one gets scrapped, which stinks. That would have been a great one for me to buy. And it draws another green. Hijack the highest cost card. The highest cost card now is 5. 5 times 2 is 10. And I'm down to 15. And we refill this. All right, what do I got? 1. I've got 4 spin and a damage. I'm not doing so well. 4 spin, I'll get this one for 2. And I have 2 left, and I can't buy that one, so with the 2, I will buy this one. All right, refill it, redraw, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This gets scrapped, everything shifts, and we drew a yellow. All right, a yellow says, the boss hijacks 1 3+ card from your hand, player's choice. I've got this one, and this one. I've got 3. It deals damage equal to 2 times the cost. It returns to the player's discard. Take 5 damage if there's no 3+ card. Well, I need this. This shield would be great. And this is a Merc, so I could get rid of it, but I don't want to. I'm going to have to get rid of... This is bad. I'll get rid of Barter World. It does 4 times 2 is 8 damage. 4 times 2 is 8. I'm down to 7. Ooh, losing this one fast. And then I will play this, and this. All right, first off, damage. I'm going to do... Choose a faction as you play. It has that. So I can play this as a blue. So I'm going to do 9, 10... 11, 12, and it says target opponent discards a card. Now when you tell the opponent to discard, instead you get to draw a card and then discard a card. So what I'll do is I'll take this one back, I'll play that one, I'll draw one, and then I'll discard this one because I need the damage. So 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to get rid of both Explorers for 6. And then I'll do 6 more, so I knock it down to 30. Now this says, choose a faction. I did that. You may acquire a ship at a cost of 4 or less for free. All right, let's do that. Let's do this Merc Cruiser. It has a cost of 3. I could get this one. I could get that one. That one does 5 damage. But this one does 5 damage, but I get to put it on top of my deck. So I will draw that on the next turn. So damage is done, and that is it. We refill, we scrap, we shift, and we reveal. And it's a yellow again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A 3+ card from my hand. It could be that one, that one, that one. It could be any of these. And it's going to do 2 times the damage. Well, they're all 4, except this one is 3, and I don't want to get rid of that. I will scrap this one for 4. It's going to do 8 damage. Oh, I'm down to 7. Hold on, maybe I can't. All right, so if it's going to do 2 times the damage, the only way I can do it is this one, to survive, because 2 times 3 is 6. I'll play this or discard this one. I'm down to 1 health. I have not been able to buy any shields this turn, which is bad. So I'll play all these. I have 3, 7, 8, 9 purchase. 8 purchase. I'm not going to survive another damage attack, so this is bad. I'll heal for 3, so I'm up to 4. And this says put the next ship you buy on top of your deck. The next ship, the Dreadnought is a ship, so it costs 7. 3, 7, 8, 9. So I'll buy this one. It goes on top. It gets refilled. 7, 8, 9. So that was the 7. So I've got 2 left. I could buy this one, which I will buy for 1. And refill. And then put the I already did that, so I'm done. So I don't have much luck. Scrap, shift down, and reveal. I got a green, which is going to do 2 times the highest cost card in the market. Hold on, 1, 2. I need to shuffle these. I'm dead because the highest cost card is 6, and 6 times 2 is 12. I only have 4 health left, so I am dead. So the tweak I made, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the tweaks I made actually made it a little harder, so I may need to roll those back. Now this time around I'd be able to do 7 damage, 7, take it down to 22, but he had me on the ropes, definitely had me on the ropes. So when he draws the green, it does the highest card from the market, which is this one. It gets scrapped, but it's 6 times 2 is 12. I only had 4, so it knocks me down to 0, and I lose. All right. So first thought is I'm definitely needing to tweak it. It should have been a much closer game. The Explorers weren't really an issue. I did manage to get enough damage to take them out. But the highest cost card from the market times 2 damage is definitely not a good one. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower the green cost to just the damage of the card. So, for example, it would scrap this Dreadnought for 7, but do 7 damage instead of 14 or 12. I think when I first created this, I had it doing just the face value damage, and I multiplied it by 2. But I didn't think about the fact that a 6 cost or a 7 cost could really end your day. Also, I never drew any reds. Just so you know, the red says the boss will destroy 1 4-cost or less outpost. So if you have an outpost in the market, you destroy it and it immediately does 7 damage to you. That one I'm going to keep because that one worked out very well. I also think hijacking a card from your hand and dealing damage instead of 2 times the damage is the way to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make those tweaks, and then I will release this video and allow you to play it. Now remember, it's your card. It's free. Once you get it, you can tweak it. You can make it more dangerous. You can make it less dangerous, however you want. What I try to do is I try to make my boss cards where it's a pretty even match, unless you just get some really lucky draws. And in this case, the Nebula Mercs Carrier did get some lucky draws, especially with those blues. Because those blues just kept adding Explorers and dealing 4 damage each. So the first time it drew, it did 8, and the next time it was 12. So that really hurt me, but I think it's still a fair pull. All right, that's all I got. This is Jim the Tabletop Engineer. Thanks for joining me on this playthrough of a homebrew boss challenge card. Again, there will be a link in my weekly newsletter to download this card. The newsletter is free, and that link to join the newsletter is in the video description. All right, I'll be back in a week with another card. I'm going to walk away from the Nebula Mercs for a while, and we'll come up with something different, and I hope you'll join me in a week. Everybody, take care.
Check out the new RPG and Wargame newsletter. Each week, the Tabletop Engineer shares news, products, Kickstarters, and much more related to the gaming hobby. It's free to subscribe, so check out the link in the video description below to sign up.